Hi, my name's Warmaster 101,
I'm Jerry.
and I have no idea what the name of the what. Oh, uh, we're playing Seum, Speedrunners from Hell. Kinda looks like a little bit like Doom for some reason. I don't know. I haven't played any of this, but let's see what it is. Oh well, I do not care. Okay.
Yeah. Drugs. Are we
Drugs.
recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay. You said we were taking another take.
No,
And I'm
no, no,
like,
no. Did I say we were taking another take?
anyway, fuck it. We're doing it live.
You were doing
None
it
of this
live.
is live.
Uh,
Uh, Queen Elizabeth II has had over 30 corgis in her lifetime.
huh.
And you can see from old pictures to new pictures, they progressively get fatter.
No. That was
I
a
think it's just because the breeds gotten fatter over time. But like
that, that was a thing to point out.
President Thomas Jefferson hated formal affairs so much when he was asked to meet foreign dignitaries in the morning, he would show up wearing his nightgown.
And you see, it was the beginning of like the short nightgown. So his his
Dog.
his dog was just hanging out. Hashtag Thomas Jefferson dog.
The boiling point for water atop of Mount Everest is 162 degrees Fahrenheit, about 50 degrees below the boiling point at sea level.
Huh. So hypothetically, couldn't you? Wait, no. Never mind. I was saying, couldn't you just hold water on top of Mount Everest and it would boil?
No.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's why I stopped talking
Yes,
because
the
I
boiling
realized
point
that was.
is 98 degrees Fahrenheit. That's significantly lower than 162.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped talking because I realized I was
It's
super
over
wrong.
64 points lower than. Mr. Rogers always mentioned out loud that when he was feeding his fish, because a young blind viewer once asked him to do so. She wanted to know if the fish were okay.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Uh, Boring, Oregon, Dole, Scotland have been sister cities since 2012. In 2017, they added Blandshire to their League of Extraordinary Communities.
okay.
The feral puppies of Chernobyl are radioactive.
That won't stop me from hugging them.
They're also bred with wolves.
Won't stop hugging them.
Oh, stop hugging them! Did you know that the majority of black wolves in North America are results of them interbreeding with huskies at some
Huh.
point? So the black melanin got passed down the line.
Interesting. Did I miss? Okay.
In Colombia, instead of eating popcorn at the movie theater, they eat dried ants.
Okay. Dang it.
The Karimati Temple in Desnoke, India, is home to 20,000 rats, who are believed to be descendants of the incarnation of the goddess Durga.
Hmm.
There's a library in Ankara, Turkey. It's filled with discarded books that trash collectors rescued from landfills.
Good for those trash collectors.
Ray Bradbury wrote the first draft of Fahrenheit 451 on a rented typewriter in the basement of UCLA Library in just 9 days.
Huh. Man. Just Fahrenheit 851, where they just burn all those books.
There's a genus of millipede. Hang on one second. I'm screwing up my words. I'm trying to figure out how to say this next word.
Ow. Stop that.
Moxie. Motyxia is a genus, sometimes known as Sierra luminus, of millipedes that are endemic to the southern Sierra Nevada, Tetrachapati, and Santa Monica mountain ranges of California and Mexico. Motyxias are blind and produce the poison cyanide, like all members of their genus. But uniquely to these species, they all have the ability to grow brightly with some of the few known instances of bioluminescence in arthropods. They can grow orange or green. This is Halloween.
This is Halloween.
The striped hyena is a species of hyena native to North and Eastern Africa, the Middle East, and the Caucasus in Central Asia. Sometimes also in the Indian subcontinent, but not in large quantities. Striped hyena features primarily in Middle Eastern Asian folklore and the Hebrew Bible. Often depicted as messengers of spirits, in some areas their body parts are considered magical and used for charms or talismans.
Of course they are.
Moratus volanus, or the peacock spider, is a species of in the jumping spider family. Belonging to the genus Moratus, unlike most spiders, male and female peacock spiders are roughly the same size. By contrast, females are cryptically colored, usually around a molten brown or beige, sometimes gray. During courtship, however, the male can range from bright blue to red to yellow, combinations of the three. During courtship, the male peacock spider will raise his abdomen and wave it around in a female in secrecy with his third pair of legs. This species is one of the first observed arthropods to display homosexual tendencies, as male spiders often practice their courtship with each other before pursuing females.
Huh. Oh, you've sent me like, what's it
The
called?
little dancing spider gif?
Yeah!
It's like the fucking maracas.
Hey, La Bamba.
The bearded vulture, also known as the larmengur, and the ossifrage, is a bird of prey and the only member of its genus, Gallipatus. It is native to the European Alps and the Himalayas, also sometimes found in the mountains of Ethiopia, where it eats a diet nearly completely consisting of bones.
Bones are good for you.
Bones!
I crave bones!
The American bison, or simply the bison, is commonly known as the American buffalo or simply the buffalo. It is a North American species of bison that once roamed the continent in vast herds. There are 3 species of bison, including the American plains bison, the American wood bison, and the European wison. Its historical range is described as the Bison Belt, a tract of grassland that ran from Alaska to Mexico, and east to the Atlantic seaboard. It nearly became extinct by a combination of hunting and slaughter in the 19th century and introduction of bovine diseases from domestic cattle. With a population of excess of 60 million in the late 18th century, the species plummeted down to just 541 individuals by the year 1889. Recovery efforts expanded in the mid-20th century with resurgence to roughly 31,000 wild bison a day, as well as several in domestic like bison farms.
What's kind of shitty about the bison almost going extinct is that the people that were hunting them weren't even eating them after they got done hunting them.
I mean, they fucking shot them from trains.
Yeah.
The Palace Ideal in France was built entirely out of stones a postman named Fernand Cheval picked up on his mail route. Despite the optical illusion, the Gateway Arch is exactly as wide as it is tall.
Hmm. Hey, I won.
When swallowed by toads, the bombardier beetle ejects hot, noxious flames from their anuses, which sometimes forces the predators to puke them back up.
Oh
Or they
yeah,
don't run away.
I'm familiar with the bombardier. If
It
you
fucking
were
explodes!
if you were an individual who enjoyed not Animal Crossing, but the Animal Planet in its prime, you would remember shows like
Extreme animals and shit like
yeah.
that. Or like I liked the one where it was just fucking weird. But it was like animal top like 100s or some shit. And it would be like an hour or two long. And it was like the green early CGI, and they would take a human and then they would do whatever weird animal like adaptation they had, and they would like graft it onto a human. It would look fucking creepy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was like, what the fuck's going on?
That was
Pintherophobia is the intense disappropriate fear of your mother.
It's a good thing I love my mother, but not in a weird like I don't know, a weird horror movie way. Come on, yes. It's a great game.
Back in the 1800s, composer Franz Liszt was worshipped like a rock star. In fact, he received so many requests for locks of his hair, he eventually bought a dog, only to snip off patches of its fur to send to admirers.
Your fave could never.
What if like a fucking celebrity did that now?
I don't know.
What's with people taking locks of hair to remember other people by?
I don't know. It's
The fuck
weird.
is that? I'm gonna Google that. Why do people take locks of hair?
Please do, because like that is incredibly weird.
Yeah, let me look this up. A lock of hair is a piece or pieces of hair that has been cut from or remains signally on a human head. Most commonly bunched or tied together in some way. A standard dictionary definition of locks is trees grow ringlet hair. A symbolic nature. A primitive belief maintains that owning a lock of someone's head gives one somewhat power over that individual in a manner similar to that of owning a piece of clothing or the image of an individual grants the owner such power to sway them.
That's weird.
Historically, giving one's lock of hair to someone is considered a sign of deep love and devotion, especially before an impending separation. Basically, you're surrendering the power of influence to that person. Huh.
Okay. It's still weird, but okay.
Yeah.
Jump. Nope.
The Mysterium by Alexander Scriabin, which is a Russian composer, uh, is an unfinished musical work. He started working on composition in 1903, but left it incomplete when he died in 1915. Scriabin planned that the work would be his synthesis, exploring the sense of smell and touch as well as hearing. He wrote that there will not be a singular spectator; all will be participants. The work requires special people, special artists, and a completely new culture. The cast of performers includes an orchestra, a large mixed choir, and instruments with visual effects, dancers, a procession, incense, rhythmic textural articulation. The cathedral in which it will take place will not be one of single type of stone, but continually change with the atmosphere and motion of the mysterium. It will be done with the aids of mist and lights, and modifying architectural contours.
That sounds like the fucking beginning of a horror movie.
It totally is. Scarum intended this performance to be at the foothills of the Himalayas, India, a week-long event that would be followed by the end of the world
Excuse me?
that would be brought into being by the Mysterium.
That what? Jesus Christ!
A Russian composer tried to end the world,
No!
and we thought Tchaikovsky was going ham by using fucking military cannons in his work. Tchaikovsky, no!
So, that was insane to hear.
It's been Random Fact Thursday.
Bye!
All these girls, non-binary pals.